Greetings. It's DVD collection update time again. Woohoo! It looks like I have a plate growing out of my head. Alright, just a short update for you this time. We got a few new DVDs, and I wanted to talk about them, give you a little mini review, as it were. Okay, so first off, let's start with what Annetta got. Annetta got one that I wanted, but I relented and said, okay, sweetie, you can have it for your collection. One of my all-time favorite Academy Award-winning films, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, on Blu-ray. Very nice edition. It's got all the extras from the previous DVD edition, which is nice. Still, I've never seen a DVD edition that has everything that my Super Duper Uber Deluxe Laserdisc edition has. So I actually still have my Laserdisc edition of this, which maybe I'll show off at some point in the Laserdisc, some Laserdisc overview video. But it's quite nice. Comes with a book, which is kind of built in. Warner Brothers has been doing a lot of these types of Blu-rays where they're actually like books, which is quite nice. They've been doing a lot of their classic catalog titles. But very nice. Like, I gotta say, their early days in Blu-ray are much better than their early days in DVD. Warner, that is. The early days in DVD, you may remember they had those annoying cases with the plastic, the black plastic that would kind of clip onto the side, and they were always getting like hooked on things and hooked on each other, and it was just crappy design. But I actually kind of like this book design. It's got kind of a classy look to it. So yeah, so there's a bunch of titles coming out in this format, and this is the first one that we've got. So we're actually going to be watching this tonight. I've seen it before many times. Annetta's seen most of it, but not for a long time, and she's never seen the ending. How can you watch One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and not have seen the ending? Crazy. Anyway, great classic movie. If you like Jack Nicholson, if you just like quality films, check it out. Awesome movie. And that's a really good addition. We watched a bit of it on Annetta's folks' high-def TV, and it looks great. There has been a bit of digital noise reduction applied, unfortunately, which means they've reduced the film grain, which irritates me, because film is supposed to look grainy. The image on film is composed of grain. High def is supposed to more accurately represent film, or whatever the source material is. If it was filmed on high def video, great, it looks like high def video. But if it's done on film, it should look like film. So stop with the digital noise reduction. Maybe that's a rant for another time. Okay, and we found the best price in town. Got it for 25 bucks. Other places were selling it for 30 or more. Family Guy, Volume 6, which is great. Because, as I say, we don't have cable, so we have to wait for the DVD releases of Family Guy before we can actually see any new ones. I suppose I could download them, but there's a couple reasons to wait for the DVD releases. I mean, first off, you get this nice packaging. They're always done in slim cases, which are nicely organized. And this one kind of went on a versus theme. So Griffin versus Chicken. Gotta love the never-ending battle with the giant chicken. Lois versus Stewie. Or sorry, Stewie versus Lois. Whatever. This has the 100th episode on it. Stewie kills Lois. And then the 101st episode, which is the second part, called Lois Kills Stewie. Awesome, epic. But that two-parter is a prime example of why it's a good idea to get the DVDs. First off, the DVDs, of course, you get all the swears, which is nice to have it unbleeped. But the other reason is you get additional footage. Now, typically, an episode of Family Guy runs about 21 minutes without commercials. The 100th episode on this DVD runs 23 minutes. The 101st episode, the second part, runs 26 minutes. So that means if you're watching it on TV, you have missed 5, 6, 7 minutes. That's like almost like a third of an episode because it's cut down for TV. So yeah, that's reason enough for me to buy the DVDs and just wait for them to come out on DVD. And then finally, Griffin versus Swanson. And of course, as always, we have really cool artwork inside. They always use these transparent cases and do artwork. So it's pretty cool. I remember seeing a similar thing with the Futurama discs, where they'd have sort of a little story in the artwork. So here it's like Peter and Joe with his super Crippletron or whatever it was. So they're on top of the thing, and then you take the disc out, and it's collapsed because it's been smashed by the giant robot thing. So yeah, so it's like they have a little story in the DVD case, which is nice. They did that with a lot of the Futurama discs as well, so it's nice to see that kind of thing making a comeback. So we'll just put that back in the case. So yeah, we just have 2 episodes to go on this. We always blow through the Family Guy sets so fast because, excuse me, because they're just so funny and so much fun. I know a lot of people don't like it anymore, but we still do. We still enjoy it. I still find it just as funny now as it was when it started. And of course, as always, a fully loaded extras package, which is quite nice. They never skimp on the extras with those. Then finally, one that I have been wanting for a while. You may recall I had the first 2 seasons of this on DVD a while back, and sold them because I heard that a complete series set was coming out. What am I talking about? Millennium! Yes. Which is sort of the last piece of the puzzle I needed to complete my X-Files universe DVD collection. Well, I guess technically the last piece would be the new movie, which we haven't seen yet. So, a lot of people are probably wondering, this is the one I wanted to talk about the most. A lot of people are probably wondering, if I have the season sets, is it worth upgrading to the complete series set? Because often with complete series set releases, you get additional material that isn't in the individual season sets and things like that. Well, in the case of Millennium, that's not the case. You actually get all of the identical contents that were in the 3 season sets. In fact, it's completely identical, right down to they're the exact same discs. Like, these are the discs that are in the season sets. They didn't even change the labeling. It's exactly the same. I know, because I had the first 2 seasons, so it's not just the same contents, it's the same discs. Like, exactly the same. The only change between this and the season sets is the packaging. The season sets also used thin packs, or slim packs, or whatever you want to call them, like this, but they were single disc. So you would have, there's 6 discs per season, so you'd have 6 of these making up 1 season. In the complete series set, of course, they use double disc slim packs. So it takes up half the shelf space, so it's quite nice. But if you're concerned about contents or anything like that, I was a little bit concerned because it didn't list all the special features on the back, but when I checked the actual discs, where they have the description there, they do list them in more detail. One of the ones I was concerned about was there's a Season 7 episode of The X-Files, which is sort of almost acts like an epilogue to the series, because they were never able to finish it, right? It was canceled after 3 seasons. So it's just sort of a quick wrap-up to everything, and they did it as a crossover episode. Now, of course, I wasn't too concerned about that because I do have the X-Files collection as well, but it's nice to have the Millennium crossover episode of the X-Files in the Millennium set. It's just convenient that way, you know, because, and it's right after the final episode as well, so you can just go straight to it on the same disc, which is quite convenient, and I'm glad they did that. So I'm really glad that they kept everything the same, actually. I mean, if they weren't going to add anything, at least they kept everything the same, which is good. So I guess to answer the question, is it worth upgrading? If you already have the 3 season sets, I would say no. It's not really worth upgrading because there's absolutely no difference in the contents, like 0. There's nothing different at all. It's all the same special features, all the same, the exact same discs, same labeling, everything. The only difference is the packaging. So the only reason to upgrade would be if you were really concerned about your shelf space. So in my case, of course, you know, we have a massive collection, so shelf space is always a concern. So, plus I had already sold off my first 2 season sets, so I figured, what the hell, I'll grab this. Cost $50. Normally goes for $60, so I got a little bit off because it was a new release. You know how they'll often have new releases a little bit discounted. So, $50, which was interesting to me because when I originally bought the season sets when they first came out, they were $50 a season. So now I got the complete series for the same price as one season. Of course, now the season sets are about $20-25 if you know where to shop. So really, it's not going to cost you much difference one way or the other if you go for the season sets or the complete series set. It's really just all about shelf space. So, and the phone's ringing. I'll be right back. Chaos! It's like as soon as I sit down to do a video, that's when the phone rings. Doesn't ring all day, just when I'm doing a video. So that was Annetta's aunt calling, and then at the same time Annetta came home. She was out shopping with Rosie all day. So it was just like, everything's happening at once. Like, I just need to do an epilogue. Anyway, that's it for the DVD update. Couple things. I've been doing some work on the website, Zaranyzerak.com. You probably noticed I put the link at the end of every video. Yeah, so I was thinking, actually, because I realize a lot of you probably haven't even seen the website, and I haven't even visited it, so, or if you have, you may not have visited for a while. So I think what I'm going to do is fire up the screen capture software and do some kind of guided tour, just to show you around the site a little bit and see what's going on with that. So I thought that might be interesting for some people, and at the very least I can, you know, show you what it's all about and give you some idea what my plans are for it, because it's kind of been sitting out there on its own and haven't really said anything about it for a long time. Just the link's always there, and it's this mysterious place on the internet that nobody knows anything about. So I'll give you a bit of a guided tour of that, and planning to do, let's see, got another video game video that I want to do sometime in the next couple days. No, it's not Dead Space. I promise. Although I know most of you have been enjoying those. I am going to do another Dead Space video, some kind of in-depth review. It's not going to be anything spectacular production values-wise, like no clips or anything, because I just don't have the time to put together something that elaborate right now. And I just want to sort of, you know, give my take on different aspects of the game while it's still fresh in my mind. So it's basically just going to be like this, me sitting here talking about different things of the game. So you can look forward to that. And yeah, and beyond that, who knows? I'll probably do some kind of DVD review again, because I've still got some more I want to do. And not sure when exactly though, so don't ask me, please, because even I don't know. Honestly, people ask me, what's your next video going to be? When's this video coming out? When's that video coming out? Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. I don't know. Please stop asking me. I just do whatever videos spring to mind at the time, and that's as far as it goes, honestly. Like, I don't really plan ahead very far. Like, I have sort of a rough idea where I'm going, but beyond that, there's nothing set in stone. It can change at any time. So a lot of the time, there's no point in my telling you that something is coming, unless I do have it set in stone, and I am doing it, because, you know, I just don't, it could change at any moment. Or it might come at some point, but it might not be for months from now. But anything that I do announce in my videos, such as the Dead Space review, such as the website tour, that you can realistically expect within the relatively near future. Okay, I won't fake you out with stuff like that. Alright, so that's it from me to you for now. That went pretty well. So until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara.